Pipe Network presents.
Hi, welcome to the Pipe Network exclusive in collaboration with Girls Who Game PH. This is Girls Who, a show for girls made by a girl. My name is Mean and I am your host for today. And today we will be talking about girls who date. We will talk about love and all of its cheesy and yucky and still cheesy grandeur. With me are my beautiful guests. We have Rain, Ren, and Misha. Hi, ladies.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi. Alrighty. So before we start, well, I already did say hi, no? I mean, so that we can start, if you can one by one introduce yourself, just a short introduction of who you are, what you currently do, and how are you a person in love. Go ahead. Let's do our roulette. Let's go for Misha.
Hi, I'm Misha. Okay, so ano ba? I work Mondays to Fridays, and then on the weekends, I'm a student and a teacher. So I teach college students
Wow.
in State University, and then at night, I study Hangul.
Oh.
Yes.
And then how are you a girl who dates?
Um, Actually, since ang dami kong ginagawa,
Oo nga no?
so my relationship keeps me stable. I think it helps me with my mental state, especially na kapag yung work gets so toxic and stressful.
Yes.
So, buti na lang may special someone who helps me.
I love it. Gusto ko yung may kanlungan tayo, no? May
Yes.
mapagsasabihan ng problems. Ayan. Happy for you, Misha. Thank you very much. Next, let's go to Rain.
Hi, so I'm currently a gaming support agent. So I do support for a gaming company, and I work from my weekends are basically Wednesday and Thursday. So I don't understand normal weeks anymore. So Saturdays, I don't know when Saturdays and Sundays are
my
anymore,
God.
because in my head Saturday and Sunday is Wednesday and Thursday. So yeah, it's a bit wild. And
Yeah.
I'm I'm a full-time like worker, and I'm girls. I in a sense, me and my boyfriend, we work at the same company basically, but like that's not how we met.
Oh.
We we met in college. We became classmates in this one subject and got introduced by a mutual friend, and basically we didn't really talk much in class until like the end, like the last day of class basically. Yeah, because we had like a mini like defense thing, and we had to like present because we're taking HRM, so we had to present like a food business. So it had to be a food business. So we had to bring the food that we like would serve in our business and like present it. And basically my group was the last group to present. So even though he brought like chicken, like I think it was chicken barbecue, something like that, like those like chicken wings. And basically it went to waste because they didn't get to present, and they couldn't present the food to the panelists. So what we did was like we like ate it, but I told them like, I'm sorry, I can't eat that because I can't eat spicy food. And my friend was like, oh my god, he's gonna like feel bad that you're not gonna eat the food that he made. So I was like, I'm so sorry, I just can't eat spicy food. So yeah, we met in school and ended up like in the same company like a few years later. So yeah, that's it. Like but we don't actually interact at work since
Oh, really?
yeah, we have different accounts. Like, you know how in call centers it's
Mm-mm.
basically like different accounts. We're in different accounts, and so our accounts don't actually like correspond or anything. So yeah, we don't talk at work or anything.
Dang.
Yeah.
Now I have a lot of questions, but I'll save it for later. Oh
Okay.
my god. Next would be Rin. If you can just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello everyone. I'm Ren and I'm still a student and I'm also a businesswoman. I sell cosplays because I make them. But
Wow.
yeah, I'm also a modeling student right now.
Oh, kaya
Yeah.
pala pak na pak ang picture, ha?
Yeah. Since a high honor student, I was busy with school while I'm in a relationship. My boyfriend always waited for me, though I study like 5 hours during the beginning of our relationship. But as soon as that, I realized I don't need to study for a hectic number of hours when I could manage my own time.
Mm.
Yeah. So I should also prioritize my own goals since when you're in a relationship, you have to support everything your partner does for themselves. So
Right,
yun lang.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, that is true. You are, as Misha said, you're each other's rock, you're each other's
Yeah.
kanlungan, di ba? Sabi mo, you said rin na you go to school, you nagbe-business ka on the side with the
Yeah.
cosplay, and then naging super busy, and then na-realize mo nga na also in a relationship, no? How do you manage your time specifically? How do you go on dates kung nagde-date pa ba kayo?
Yeah, mostly kasi I don't really go outside kasi pandemic.
Oh,
And
that is true.
di ako ganun pinapayagan ng parents ko to go outside. But minsan siya na mismo pumunta sa house ko since I have very strict parents.
Oy, in
Ayun.
fairness, strict, pero legal.
Yeah.
Like, you mentioned to me earlier, during the guest call that you do something special with your boyfriend, that you write love
Yes.
letters to him.
Yeah.
I want to know paano nagsimula. Yes.
Yeah, since he started making Lego to me, he started like sending a lot of letters though walang kami. And ayun, I find it really sweet po.
Ang cute. Like, if you don't mind, how long are you two dating already?
9 months na kami.
9 months. So 9 months yun, consistent letters.
Apo.
Oh, wow. How do you do it? Like, direct pasa, like, kunyari, ako si Boyfie and you're you, and then, oh, babe, this is my letter for today, ganyan. Tapos, about, or do you do it really old school na through the mail and everything?
Yeah, we only send messages on Discord po or kunwari, I'm asleep then. Pag magigising ako, may bungad na letter sa akin na madami. Like that.
So this is digital type. Like,
Yes.
pero is it like letter format la kunyari, Dear Ren, hope you had a good rest, blah, 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 sincerely, ganon? Or diretso na?
Diretso na yung magsasorry siya, tas gusto lang niya ipaliwanag yung mga nangyari. Tas ayun po.
Ang cute! Like, this reminds me of the time that my significant other went to work on a cruise ship. So, 6 months kaming walang lahat. Ang internet lang niya is 10 minutes per day. So, ang gagawin namin is, pag mag-on na siya, may bugad na siyang letter from me. Tapos, magsasend siya ng letter back, reply back. Tapos, isasend niya. Tapos, ubos na yung 10 minutes niya. Tapos, babasahin ko na yun. Tapos, yun na yun everyday. Yun yung 10 minutes namin. Nakakamiss. Pero ang hirap. like, thank you, Rin. Oh,
Thank you po.
thank you so much. Let's go to Misha. Ikaw naman, I understand you also do something unique with your significant other kasi nga sobrang busy mo, di ba? And I bet since busy din siya, you date online in games?
Yes.
Paano yun?
Yes. So, nasabi kasi nila, no, yung dating apps like Tinder, Bumble, no, hindi siya nag-work sa akin.
Really?
Yes. Although, I was single for 4 years.
Mm-mm.
And then, yung high school friends ko, they invited me to this game called, okay lang ba mag-mention?
Oh,
So,
okay lang yan. Mali mo,
yes.
makuha tayo sponsorship.
Yun yung Call of Duty Mobile.
Oh, wow! Sakot pa.
Yes. So, yung isa kong friend doon, meron siyang college classmate na naglalaro din ng COD Mobile. So, in-invite namin siya. And then, yung friend niyang yun, in-invite din niya yung friend niya, which is my boyfriend now.
Oh,
So,
okay.
through that game lang. Ang funny thing is, yung boyfriend ko kasi, hindi siya talkative. Very shy siya.
Okay.
So, more of, ako, kalog kasi ako. So, I'll approach you first. So, I'll make you feel welcome to the group. So, doon siya nag-start. So, may mga duo games kami na ako lang yung nagsasalita halos for the entire game. Yeah, ano lang siya, may kalaban sa may kalaban, may ganyan. ganun lang siya. Doon lang siya magsasalita. Pero the rest of the time, nakamute yung mic niya. Ganun lang. And then, siguro mga 3 months or 4 months na naglalaro lang kami COD kasi naglaro kami during the pandemic.
Okay.
Ayan. And then, so now we are together. Yung first time namin nagkita was actually yung nag-start na ma-lift din yung travel restrictions.
Oh my God, kailan lang yan ah? Oh wow.
Mga
less
last
than a year ago, yeah.
Yes. Oo. So, yun yung first time namin mag-meet. So, 3 girls kasi kami nung high school friends ko. 3 girls kami. Tapos, sila nung college classmate ng friend ko, 3 guys din sila. So, from Manila sila, nag-travel sila dito sa province.
Where's your province, if you don't?
I live in Cavite. Tapos sila sa
I
Manila
see.
sila.
Okay.
So, nagbiyahe sila papuntang Cavite. Tapos, kita-kita kami. And then, tuloy-tuloy na siya.
Okay.
So, consistent pa rin kami with gaming. Although, nag-jump na kami ngayon ng mga games. So, from COD to Among Us, and then ML, Pokemon. Yan. Although, puro mobile games lang. Kasi, yun lang yung kaya kong squeeze in dun sa time ko.
Oo. Oh my God. If I may ask, ever since nag-first meet up kayo, gaano kadalas na kayo nagkita? Is it, nung when you said consistent, like consistent kita or consistent usap?
Consistent usap. LDR, pero nakakapunta na kasi siya sa amin. So,
that's good.
Legal naman. Legal naman. Although may duda lang ng konti, syempre yung parents nung first time nila.
Yes.
Dahil 4 years akong single, nag-pandemic, and then na-lift yung travel restrictions, may pinakilala na akong boyfriend.
Na-imagine ko yung puso ng nanay mo na parang, nak, nandito lang tayo sa loob ng bahay the whole time. Paano ka nakakuha?
Surprise! At sa games pa.
Okay! At benta sa akin na siya yung sobrang tipid magsalita in game. Tapos ikaw yung sobrang kalog na, I bet ikaw pa yung type na, tapos siya yung, meron dun sa gilid sa kanto.
Oh, may kalaban. Ganun. Deep voice pa kasi. So,
malalim.
Oo.
Tapos ikaw, Ang cute! Thank you. Let's go to Rain naman. Now, si Rain, gusto ko rin tanungin along the same line. Kasi 'di ba, college kayo nag-meet. Last day kayo nagka-first connection talaga. Paano nangyari yung time gap from college, tapos biglang magkasama na kayo sa work? Sa job ba yun? Pinag-apply mo ba siya? Or is it fate? Yung, if, yung do you believe at love at first sight? If not, I will pass by again. Yung mga ganun tipo ba yan?
Hindi naman, kasi yun, hindi naman yun like last day of school or anything. Last day of that sem lang.
That sem lang. Okay.
That was in 2018. So,
Mm-mm.
nag-graduate ako ng college December 2019. So, that time, 2018, that was March. So, March something yung last day of classes. And, pero friends na kami ng Facebook nun for like, I don't know, a month or two. Kasi inad niya ako. And
Okay.
I would message him asking about like project stuff, like what's the font size, anong font, ganon.
Yun din stuff.
And,
Oo.
yun lang talaga yung chats namin before then. And then, once, on that last day na yun nga, nakapag-usap ng onte. And then like, yun, we all went home, ganon. And obviously, I expected nothing na after that kasi last day of
no?
classes,
Yeah.
diba? Like, and I had no interest in him din naman at that time. I just saw him as a classmate. That's it. And one day, he just messaged me out of nowhere na parang, hey, do you want to play League of Legends? Because he knows I play League of Legends. Because, funny story that I didn't even know at that time. I was talking to that mutual friend of mine in class about League. Like, I was saying na ang ganda nga ng cinematics ng League of Legends. And that's what keeps me coming back to League, even though like I would stop for a while. And pag they release a new one, I'm like, oh my God, I need to play again. Ganon. He apparently approached me at that time. So that was like before March pa. Like I don't even know if it was in 2017 pa or like January, February siguro ng 2018. I'm not sure, but he approached me daw and he was like, yeah, you're right. And same thing for Dota din daw, na maganda din daw yung cinematics ng Dota. And what I did was I looked at him and I was like, I snubbed him now. like I just looked at him and was like, I didn't even say anything and went back to talk to my friend. We were like a few months dating now when that happened. Like when he told me that story, I'm like, holy shit, what? Was that you? Because I do remember, like when he mentioned that, I remember that memory. And I was like, I do remember I looked at someone and I was like, why is this guy like talking to me? I don't even know him. Like this is so awkward. And he's just jumping into our conversation when I don't even know him at all. And he didn't even introduce himself, nothing. He just like jumped into the convo and expected that I would talk to him. And so parang yun, I was like, I think I said something like, yeah. And then like, yun, I ignored him na and talked to my friend again. So basically, yun yung first meeting talaga namin. And that's why he knows that I play League of Legends. So, yun, after nung classes ended and we were like free because summer vacation, ganon, he asked me to play League. And I was like, sure, why not? And from there, we like would play League almost every single day for like a whole month, like the whole month of April, basically.
Oh, wow.
Played, yeah, every single day. And it would sometimes be like 8 hours straight gaming or 8 to 12 hours, ganon. Like,
Ayan tayo eh.
it was that bad. Like, it was that bad. And ayan, like we got close from that. And then end of August, I think it was August 29 or something, there was like a Japanese festival like locally. And I told him that I was gonna go, like it was a Saturday and Sunday. So I told him I was gonna go with a high school friend of mine that I haven't seen in a long time. And so we would go on Saturday. And then like he was busy that day because he had to do his OJT. Like it was like his schedule and he was free on Sunday. So he was like telling me like, are you still gonna come back on Sunday? Because like I don't have anyone to go with. Like gusto ko ng kasama, ganun. And I was like, ba't pa ako babalik? Pumunta na ako this like today, diba? Like on Saturday. And he was like, sige na, like, I'll libre you food and entrance. And I was like, wait, legit ba yan na libre? And he was like, yeah, promise, libre. So, me, I like free food. I like free things. So, bumalik ako. Like, I went there the next day and basically, pamasahe lang yung binayaran ko and siya na lahat, diba? So, ayun, that was like kinda technically our first date, but I didn't consider it the first date. I wasn't interested in him yet at that time. Like, I just thought we were friends. Like, he just wanted kasama, that's it. Like, to me, that was that. Like, ganon lang talaga yun. Diba? Like, ganon lang talaga yun for me. And then, like, yung mga friends niya na, like, I became friends with them kasi he introduced me to them, like, through League of Legends because they also play ganon. So, they were, like, teasing us together. And I was like, what the fuck, you guys? Like, that's so weird. Like, we're just friends. Like, that's it. Like, he's not interested in me and I'm not interested in him. Ganon. But turns out, like, that wasn't the case. So ayun, like, fast forward to June. I think it was June. I don't know, the FIFA, the football game. I forgot what month that was, but I think it was June or July. Um, we went to like one of his friend's house because she invited us over for like to watch the game because it was like I think Japan and she's like Japanese, so like she was like really excited for the finals or something. So ayun, we went there and I told her na I can't like go there unless I stay over at your place kasi I can't go home anymore at night because
Oh.
wala nang sasakyan pauwi sa amin. So she was like, it's okay, you can stay over and like I'll prepare the room for you, ganon ganon. And then he was like, he ended up staying over with me as well kasi yun nga like bawal like parang it's bad naman if I just stay over and like he was just sleeping outside of the room sa sofa while I was like on the bed. So like parang kawawa siya. In the morning, he was like saying na ang sakit na daw ng likod niya, ganon. Because he's like a really tall guy and obviously a sofa isn't, that
Oh yeah, it's
long,
not
diba?
enough. Yeah.
So kawawa talaga siya at the time. But I felt really like, I felt so parang special, ganon, na he
So,
really stayed for
medyo
me.
nawala na yung pagka-dance mo nun.
Oo, ganon. Parang from that moment, parang na-realize ko, I think maybe this guy really does like me. And yeah, we talked more from then on. Na parang from that, like some stuff happened. But parang it was kind of obvious na we both like each other and the friend group was like really teasing us na, magkakakayo na soon, ganon. And in my head, I was like, stop, please. Like, that's so awkward. Ganon.
Stop.
Yeah,
Diba?
pero our convos like changed na at that point. Like, it's not about
Aw.
gaming na lang or, about just normal life stuff. It became more like intimate conversations, ganon. And ayun, by July, something happened. Like, there was a drama in their community na I'm not part of it, but he is, and along with his other friends na basically he was part of this like gaming community here in Cebu because we're from Cebu City.
Oh, I
and
see.
well, he's from Cebu City, I'm not, like kaya I have to travel, so we're technically LDR but not exactly because we can meet up naman, but I have to travel to meet him, ganon.
Right.
So yeah, he's part of this community and there was like drama that happened with this girl and basta like it was just a mess and he deactivated his Facebook, ganon, and like no commu, and that happened on a Friday, and Sunday we had like a planned like ramen date at a Japanese restaurant, and I told him like, are we still gonna like go? Like I messaged him like on the phone, and he was like, hala, I thought now we're not gonna go now, but if you're still gonna go, then yeah. So I was like, okay, see you on Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday morning, I traveled to the city. Nasa city na ako. I was like, I'm in the city na. Like I'm just gonna wait for like a jeep to the restaurant. And he was like, hala, oh my God, I just woke up. I didn't, like, I lost my phone in the house now. Diba? I lost my phone in the house and akala ko na you're not gonna come na. I was like, but I never canceled, diba? Like, I said I'm gonna go. So he was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Can you just, like, give me a few minutes and I'll like, get ready and go there? So I had to wait for him for a while. So basically, that was kind of like our first official date talaga as a kind of couple, even though we weren't together yet. So ayun, and then we talked about that issue, and that was that day where we really talked about like our feelings for each other. Like he asked me like, do you like me, ganon? And I told him na, yeah, I do. So from that, parang it became kind of like obvious na talaga, like it became somewhat like hindi pa naman siya official because he didn't ask me to be his girlfriend yet.
Right,
Kasi
right.
we were in the talks na wait daw until after college, like after graduation,
Right,
before
oo.
magkaka-relationship kami, ganon. So we were like, content to wait daw, ganon. So I was like, on that day, like that date namin was like na-cement na okay, we both like each other, we're just gonna wait until graduation,
Right,
ganon.
right.
It was
Really? Parang
supposed to be
Katniel lang
that.
Ay,
It was
Katniel ba
supposed
yun?
to be
Oo.
that. Pero yung nangyari nung August, so that was just like a month later, diba? Like July, August. His family like came back to the Philippines and came to Cebu kasi kasal nung like kuya niya. And so they
Okay.
had like a family reunion, ganun. And he brought me with him to to see his cousins, ganon, sa mall. And we were like, doing ice skating, ganon. And I had a lot of fun. And so, totally unexpected, on the way home na namin, like from the mall, he just like asked me like, will you be my girlfriend? Ganon. And I'm like, wait, aren't we supposed to wait after graduation? But obviously I said yes, because it would be awkward if I didn't say yes, diba? We both like each other naman. So parang unexpectedly naging kami, because yun nga, waiting after graduation sana. But like, yeah, it's been almost 4 years now we've been together. And gaming was like, yeah, a big part of it talaga that started it, especially League of Legends in particular. So ayun, that's it.
This is Mike and Ham from Please Pause. Meron kaming munting podcast where we talk about all things TV and film. And despite that, surprisingly, we are still married.
Control freak ka kasi sa podcast na to.
30 seconds lang po ang meron tayo. Pakibilisan.
From blockbusters to classics, superheroes to love teams, hit series to teleseries, join us as we have meaningful and meaningless conversations on the stuff we watched. Someday, mababago ka rin ang tagline na yan.
Check out Please Pause on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and other major podcast platforms.
See you there!
Ang cute.
Sorry, I'm so
Great.
sorry.
Tawag-tawa ako sa'yo. Ang dense mo.
I know, kasi like first boyfriend ko siya. So like I've been single my whole life.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Understand.
Kaya,
Okay.
kaya ganun.
Forgiven ka na. Akala ko kasi if this is like your second, third, or my
Hindi.
experience kind of dating girl, dapat alam mo na yan eh.
I
Medyo matik na yan.
I never understood how dating works. Like even then, like I was like, wait, aren't we supposed to like go on dates first, ganon, before we like become a couple or something? Like, but it just it just happened. Like we were friends, and then like it just happened. And like, okay, iba talaga like when it actually happens to you versus like just reading stories or watching movies, anime, whatever. Like ibang-iba talaga when it actually happens to you.
But ang cute na, actually I'm happy for you na yung first experience mo, yung transition from stranger to someone you know, to a ligawan, to boyfriend is smooth for a first time relationship, na parang you went to the right path. And yung nakapakilala ka sa family niya, and then yung official na tanong na, would you want to be blah blah my girlfriend, ganyan, na parang
Yeah.
he did the right things on all of the right spots. Alam mo yun, yung parang tama lahat. And yeah, good job. Kaya in fairness kay Guy ha, in fairness. Nice. Hindi yung, ako kasi corny yung yung mga first relationships ko eh. Yung walang, sobrang alam mong puppy love na whatever lang, na parang kaya kayo naging kayo kasi nakikiuso lang kayo. Yung parang ganon. As in, sobrang, I mean, looking back, it's funny. Eh, syempre.
Yeah.
Pero, ayun, ang cute na you went through the right stages. I'm happy for you. Oh. How about Rin? Rin, since nakwento na ni Misha at ni Rain kung paano sila nag-start ng kanilang mga significant other, did you and your boyfriend also start through gaming or what?
No, we started talking sa Discord. So before we met, my boy best friend from school invited me to their Discord server. He always call during my classes. So nagdi-Discord kami habang nagkaklase rin. So dalawang meeting in one time.
Ayan tayo eh.
Ayun, so after a few months, I joined another server with them, and then I met him. Turns out, he's that guy na hindi ko kilala yung name niya. So parang strangers lang kami. So it was only two of them sa call. Then I suddenly joined, then we started to talk. Little did you know, that guy fell in love sa boses ko daw.
Iba.
Ayun, so during that day, he secretly flexes me to his friends without me knowing, kasi di ko pa siya ganun ka-close na gusto ng yung boses ko that time. Ayun. So one time, then I accidentally called him instead of clicking on his profile. So accidente. Kaya ayun, nag-start na yung
Girl,
combo
aminin
namin.
mo na, aksidente ba talaga?
Yeah, accident talaga.
Aksidente talaga. Good for him.
Ayun, that's how we started talking until his mom called my mom for a family date daw. So, so ayun talaga yung first time na nagkita kami in real life. Ayun.
Si mother naman, masyadong supportive. First date, may mamani ka nang nagaganap.
Ayun pa.
Ang cute. Like, so, I had a feeling nung sinabi mo na may Discord kayo habang nagkaklase. Is that the Gen Z? Oh my God, halatang di ako Gen Z, no? Pero millennial naman ako. One generation higher lang. ano, is that the Gen Z version of yung, magsusulat kayo ng notes sa 1/4 paper kung ano mang papel mo, tapos pasa mo kay tapos dadasal ka, di mahuli ni teacher. Parang, cute. Okay, buhay pa rin siya. Nakakatawa. In fairness kay mother ni boyfriend mo.
Yun nga, supportive masyado.
Oo nga eh. Supportive masyado. Parang kung ako yung guy, ma, stop. Tuloy mo pa. Stop. Ma, sige. Benta mo pa ako. Ang cute. So, but you guys are fairly new in the relationship, no?
Yeah, first time pa lang ako magka-boyfriend that time.
Ay! Pero kayo ni Rain! Congratulations! Welcome to the complicated world of dating. Wait lang, Misha, ikaw ba? First mo ba si Guy ngayon?
No.
No naman. Okay, akala ko lahat kayo bibinyagan ko na welcome to the
Parang parang same, ata tayo,
Millennial, okay. Di ka naman NBSB since nung na-meet mo siya.
No.
Okay. Ay, cute. This is a question for all the girls. Nung nagsa-start kayo and of course na-realize nyo na I like this guy kasi ganyan. Especially nung I have to mention nung kay Rain kasi kung ako di ko na itutuloy yung first date hindi nagising, idadahilan na wala yung phone sa bahay. Kung ako yan, deal breaker sa akin yan na para first date, ganyan impression mo. Hindi ka na makaka-second sa akin, yung ganong tipo. Like, pasalamat siya, ikaw tumuloy. But to all of the ladies, do you have any dating deal breakers? Yung tipong pag ginawa sa inyo, ayoko na. Let's start with the millennial. Since babies in the dating world pa lang tong dalawa, ano ang dating deal breaker natin?
For me, if masyadong needy.
Like how is needy?
Like yung gusto na magre-reply doon sa message niya kaagad.
Ay, oo, gets ko yan.
Yan. So, especially ngayon, adulting, na tayo, di ba, stage. So, yung mga responsibilities natin. Tapos, pag merong needy guy na gusto na sumingit dun sa sked mo na hindi niya, parang hindi kanya iintindihin your responsibilities.
Oo.
So, siya sa deal breaker sa akin. At saka, if masyadong horny.
Like, so hindi sa'yo gagana yung do you believe in love in first twice? If not, I will pass by again. Walang dating. Alam mo, totoo yan. Kasi you already have your life, your stuff together, tapos si guy mag-a-attempt pumasok. Tapos, ang gusto niya, siya yung mundo mo, no? Hindi yung pagiging part lang siya ng mundo mo. No yan. Kasi I'm sure, to all of our guys and girls and days and theirs, pag maghahanap kayo ng sama, gusto nyo part siya. Hindi yung siya lang lahat. Kasi, pag nawala siya, wala ka, di ba? Yun.
Yes. Totoo yun. At saka, siguro, nandun na rin kasi ako sa stage ng life ko na graduate na ata ako dun sa Papilaw. So, ano yung seryosohan na talaga.
Oo. Napaghalatan edad natin, Misha.
Tayo.
Natawa ako sa entrada mo. Nandun na tayo sa stage of life. I'm like, girl!
Kaya kinikilig ako sa story ni Nareen at saka ni Rain.
Right? Parang, I don't know if ikaw rin, pero I'm sure malamang ikaw rin. Parang, That seems like a long memory, yung mga ganong stage ko.
Yes. Sarap, nakakakilig.
Nakakakilig pakinggan, no? Dahil dyan, punta na tayo sa ating dalawa, si Rain at saka si Rain. Okay, since I understand your boyfriends are technically your first ones, wala kayong dating deal breaker pa. Let's revise the question. Ano ang generally ayaw nyo sa isang guy? Yung parang maano kayo na, yung alam mo sa sarili mo, di ako magkakagusto sa kanya kasi ganito siya eh. Let's go with Rin.
Ayun, ayoko sa guy yung hindi talaga ako kilala kasi sometimes it's really hard to express how I feel whenever I have problems. It seems like minsan gusto ko basahin niya yung iniisip ko and siya mismo mag-fix ng problem. But as soon as possible, I realize a problem couldn't be solved without both of you talking it out.
Oo,
We have
totoo yan.
different interests naman, but at the end of the day, we made sure to adjust and explore our ideas. Kunwari, he likes action and I like romance. One of those two genres could be, parang mag-a-adjust yung isa para panurin yung isa. Then, ayun, nag-a-adjust lang sa mga
Oo.
interest namin.
Tama yan. Oo, adjustment talaga, compromise. If, sige babe, action tayo today. Tapos next movie date, pwede romance naman. Ganyan. Tama yan. Para all parties happy. It's all about compromise in work and adjustment. Oo nga. Pag di ka kilala talaga, parang ipipiit lang niya yung kanya eh. Tama yan. Good job, Rin. Ipanindigan mo yan ha. Hindi pwedeng adjust ng adjust. Kailangan may nakukuha din tayo. Ay, thumbs up si Misha. Nakakaubos din kasi magbigay ng magbigay. But I'm sure, Rin, I will bless your relationship. Dating pa, love sprinkles. Kasi bago pa lang eh, no? All of the love and understanding and compromise in the world. How about you, Rain? Ano yung parang pag ayaw mo sa guy, talagang, di ko siya trip kasi ganon.
Yung siguro, one thing is smoking. Ayoko talaga ng smokers.
Okay.
Sobrang sensitive ng nose ko when it comes to like cigarette smokes. Like it hurts my nose and I get headaches from the smell of it. So definitely yan deal breaker for me.
Totoo yan.
Like I would never. And in terms of like attitude naman, if the guy was like yung sobrang ingay, I guess in a sense, like okay naman yung loud, but it's yung noisy, like the noisy type of guy na
What? Sige.
Explain ko na lang in terms of like gaming, diba?
Sige.
Ako din naman sumisigaw ako, pero that's usually like when I'm playing a game na like yung parang like DBD for example, it's like it has jump scares ganon. So like sumisigaw naman ako sa mga ganon. Or in Valorant din na there's jump scares in Valorant, yung parang akala mo walang tao doon and suddenly somebody appears in front of you and na headshot ka na ganon, diba? So understandable na some people would like scream on those moments, but there are people na parang kahit hindi naman need mag-ingay, ang sobrang ingay pa rin at that point of the game na it ends up distracting everyone else playing along with you, diba? So may mga taong ganun, and for me, ayaw ko talaga ng ganyan. Like lalo na before, sorry to my boyfriend's friends, pero he has a few friends na ganyan dati. Like when we were still like friends pa lang, like even before we started dating, sometimes like we would join like I would join them. Like he would invite me to join sa friends niya. Like 4 man sila, tas need nila ng 5th man, ganun. So I would join them. And hindi pa kasi uso yung Discord sa akin that time. So we would use the in-game like parang communication thing sa league, and hindi maganda yung noise cancellation and everything ng in-game ng league. So yung lahat ng ingay maririnig mo talaga and all that. And the microphone is kind of like parang bass boosted ganon. I don't know, it's so bad. I actually hate it. Pero yeah, so sometimes I would join like a group of friends of his na ganon, like sigaw ng sigaw, like always screaming, tas ang like loud ng boses, ganon, like everything all in one na parang, my God, I can't sit through this like for more than one game, parang ganon. So like, I don't like not just, I mean, honestly, not just men, like even girls na if ganyan ka kaingay, like in general, like I would not like you as a person. So yeah, if ganyan naman yung lalaki, like if my boyfriend was like that, like yeah, I don't think we would have gotten together.
Oo.
Kasi I don't think I would be able to stomach na ganon siyang klaseng tao. And I'm super thankful na other than the fact na hindi siya ganon, he has a really nice voice.
Yan!
Yeah,
Nadaan
diba?
din sa boses.
Diba? Ganon kasi yun eh. He used to do, diba yung sabi ko na he was in the parang gaming community here sa Cebu. He used to do shoutcasting for, anong game nga ba yun?
Ano ba?
Ano
Recent
ata yun?
lang ba? Like,
Last, hindi,
Axie?
2018 pa kasi yun eh. Ewan ko kung
PUBG.
Feel ko PUBG and what's the other one? I don't know.
Fortnite?
Not Fortnite. Well, it's a shooting game though.
One of
Battle
those.
Royale, I think.
Okay.
I don't know if CS:GO. Maybe
Okay.
CS:GO.
Baka, okay.
Basta one of those. So I was always so like, parang yung boses kasi niya when he talks normally and when he's shoutcasting, like when he does his professional voice, it sounds really good na parang,
Ay.
yeah, I really like this guy's voice. Ganon. So, other than the fact na yeah, maganda yung boses niya, he's not the like sigaw ng sigaw type.
Oo.
Obviously, like sometimes like when I visit his place and he's playing with his friends, sometimes bigla na lang siya sumisigaw because something happened or ganon, but it's not like a constant like loud noise. So that's a no for me. I think that's the two main things, like a smoker and yung sobrang ingay-ingay.
Oo. Yung parang, gets ko yung, yung pag yung guys nagsama-sama na sa voice call, never nagkaroon ng moment of silence kasi lahat sila, pare! Ganyan.
Oo.
Tapos ang lutong pa magmura.
Yeah, yung mga ganyan, I'm not okay. I know na normal yan sa kanila, but thankfully, like when I listen to my boyfriend like play with his friends, hindi naman siya ganun. Like there will be moments talaga na he will just be really quiet kasi sobrang focused niya, and siya mismo he doesn't like it if sobrang ingay nung paligid niya when he's focusing, especially if it's like a clutch moment, ganon.
Oo.
So, parang in that sense, like, we click. So, yeah, like, perfect lang naman yung ganon.
Cute. Okay, awesome. Buti na lang, tugma talaga. At iba
Yeah.
talaga nagagawa ng magandang boses, no? No rin! No rin!
Relatable content talaga yun.
Grabe yung nadaan sa magandang boses. Kung si Rain yung nadaan, yung boyfriend ni Rain naman yun, nagpadaan sa magandang boses. Iba talaga nagagawa ng magandang boses. O nga naman, no? Kaysa naman yung magkatuloyan kayo, and the end, tapos every morning sasabihin, Mahal! Gising na! I mean, baka may na-offend bigla. Well, love is love. Ayun, awesome. Thank you, ladies. Sobrang funny. Dahil dyan, do you girls have any funny memories no nagsa-start kayo mag-date ng current significant other nyo ngayon? Like, something na parang pasalamat ka, cute ka, pero yung ganon. Let's go with Ren.
If you liked our show and you want to show your support, please consider buying us a coffee. Check out the link on the description below. And don't forget to mention the name of this show when buying a coffee so we know it's for us. Thank you.
So, ayun. So, during my first sleepover with him, katabi ko yung mom ko noon. And, yeah. Siyempre, strict. And ayun, after namin gumising, ayun. Kasi, I don't know, parang normal lang sa couple na naririnig niyo yung isa't isa umuutot. Ganun. Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh, cute! Wait, first sleepover yun. Gaano kalayo yung agwat ng first, di ba yung first date nyo, family meeting agad?
Okay.
Gaano kalayo yung agwat ng first date sa first sleepover?
Like, sobrang close lang ng bed namin. Yung mother ko, katabi ko, tapos siya, separate na bed.
No, I mean yung time frame. Like, kunyari, nag-first date kayo last week. Kailan nangyari yung first sleepover?
I mean, after 9 months, ganun din.
After 9 months. Okay, matagal-tagal din naman pala. Akala ko like within the same month narinig nyo na yung ututan nyo, and I'm like, the comfortability level is so high. Pag kayo hindi pa nagkatuluyan, ewan ko na. Kasi like, I remember, I first, yung narinig ko for the first time yung utot ng boyfriend ko. It was like we were already dating for I think more than 6, 7, 8 months. Ganyan, mga ganyan. So ano ba yun? Sa Hot Air Balloon Festival. First out of town namin. So nasa grassland kami, may blanket, nakaupo ako, tapos siya nakahiga sa akin. Tapos ang daming tao. Tapos sabi ko, parang may mabaho. Tapos, sabi niya, oo nga you're gonna patay mali siya pa. Tapos, sabi ko, sige na nga, hayaan mo na. Tapos, nandun siya sa may lap side ko, diba? So, bumaba ako. Bakit parang palakas ng palakas pag galing sa kanya? Sabi ko, umutot ka ba? Tapos sabi niya, oo, mutot ako. Kala ko di mo maaamoy. Tapos nung una, kinilig pa ako na parang, oh, you're comfortable enough to fart in front of me. Pero ang baho talaga. Yung sinabi ko yun, after 5 seconds, ang baho pa rin. Di ko matiis. Sabi ko, B, I love you, pero wait lang ha. Nag-spray ako ng pabango. Ang baho talaga. Paltida, open air yun ha. Sa Clark yun, open space. Ang daming tao. Ang baho talaga. Kasi sabi ko, wala lang, natawa lang ako. Akala ko kayo naman na within the same month, nagkaututan na kayong lahat, tapos first sleepover, parang gano'n yung comfortability level nyo, ibang klase. Wala lang, naalala ko lang. Thank you rin. How about you, Misha? Something funny nung nagsa-start kayo na mag-date ni Boy Fee?
Ano ba? Kasi yung first time na nag-meet kami, so may kasama kami mga group, friends namin. So yung tawagan pa kasi namin, hindi pa siya, parang nag-explore pa lang kami nung pet names. So Netflix movie na ang title is Ang Pangarap Kong Hold Up. Ba yun?
Uy, gusto ko yan. Love na love yung movie na yan.
Meron doon na ang tawagan nila is Me Loves. For some time, yun yung naging pet names namin. Hanggang sa parang natatawa na lang kami kasi parang funny nga siya, no? Parang Me Loves. So parang ang corny.
Tapos Paltita, ayaw mo sa corny ha. Good job ka dyan.
Madalas kami mag-usap pag during the night, pag matulog. Lagi kami naka-video call nung simula nung amin. Yan. Hanggang sa na-discover namin na way back, naglaro kami pareho ng Summoner's War. Again, another
mobile game.
Time frame. And then, na-discover namin na nasa isang clan lang kami. Nagkausap na kami before.
Okay.
So, tinanong niya ako before. So, nagtatanungan kung taga saan. Gana. So, yung Summoner's War kasi, chat lang siya. Yung parang COC lang.
Okay.
Click ka lang, gana. Tapos may maliit lang na chat box doon. Pero hindi mo nakikita yung other players. Yung chat lang. So, dun sa clan group namin, nagtatanungan kung taga saan yung ganitong player, ganyan. So, tanong siya, taga saan ako. So, sinabi ko na sa Cavite, ganyan. Tapos, tinanong ko na yung sa may Tagaytay. So, malapit kasi kami doon na, di ba dyan yung may bulalo? So, gusto niya yung bulalo. And then, hanggang sa nag-evolve na yung pet names namin doon sa bulalo. So, yung tawagan namin ngayon is Boo.
In fairness.
So, wala sinabi yung Me Loves nyo, yung Honey, Boo.
In fairness sa Boo, ang social. Kasi diba, may kanta si Asho dyan na may Boo, as in B-O-O. Parang pang western side yan, no? Pero, that's my Boo. Then, in short for Bulalo.
Yung mga song reference natin, no?
Yung Boo, as in Bulalo, kakakapikon. Ayaw mo sa corny, ha? Sige, ayun, Kay. Thank you, Bisha. How about you, Rain? Something funny nung nagsa-start kayo ni Boyfie?
Parang trying to think back into it, ang hirap mag-isip what. Kasi 'di ba it's been like 4 years. Parang
Oo.
hindi ko na masyadong maalala if anything
Oh,
happened
sige,
na
something recent
ganyan.
lang na yung parang
Kung ganyan meron.
Ah,
As in,
sige.
literally, lang. Nung June 9. Kasi
Okay.
monthsary namin.
I see.
So, bale yung nangyari nung araw na yun, I went to see my friends like earlier in the day. Tapos pagkatapos namin, we met at the mall na nandun yung parang terminal kung saan ako sasakay pa uwi. So, we were just like walking around. Tapos we were gonna have like dinner somewhere. Nag-suggest siya na like, as in, ang tagal naming makahanap ng place to eat. Kasi, like, super indecisive ako and siya parang wala din naman siyang gustong place talaga. Tapos,
Okay.
we were like, bouncing around from different restaurants. So, sabi niya, gusto niya daw dun sa kasi gusto niya mag-food. And I was like, I'm not really into it, pero sige, I wanna try. So, we were there na, we were looking at the menu. Ang tagal namin na nakatingin sa menu. Tapos, we both decided to order the same thing. So, so mag-order na sana kami. I went to the side of the counter kasi like tinitignan ko lang while we were waiting na parang lapitan kami nung cashier ganon. I saw a small baby cockroach crawling on the glass parang divider dun sa yeah. So, diba, parang I was like, Beb, because I call him Beb. I like Bebe, that's our like pet names, ganun. So, Beb, look, there's a cockroach. We're both like, in a sense, we're both blind. Like, we can't see without glasses. I always go out with glasses. Siya hindi. Kasi ang kapal ng mukha niya. Akala niya makakakita lang siya without glasses, but he can't. So, sabi ko, Beb, there's a cockroach on there. Tapos sabi niya, ha? Saan? Because like, he can't see nga, diba? So, we had to go closer. And the cockroach was like slowly climbing to the edge of the glass panel na. And it climbed to the side na. So, when it climbed to the side, I was like looking at it. So, nakita ko yung like, sa backside pa nung counter, I saw another bug crawling there. Like a different one, hindi na cockroach, diba? So I was like, oh my God. So tumalikod ako. Tapos nakita niya mukha ako. Pagkatalikod ko, he was like, oh, okay, so we're not gonna get the anymore. I was like, yeah, no, let's just go somewhere else.
Let's go somewhere else.
Tapos nung lumayo na kami, tawang-tawa kami both. I was like, oh no, oh shit, ganon. It's like, we were just like laughing. We were laughing so hard the whole time na like palakad-lakad kami looking for the next place to go. Kasi grabe yun, like, we were so ready to eat. Tapos biglang ganon. It was like,
medyo nakakawalang appetite.
Diba? It's a baby cockroach pa naman. So that means it was newborn. Meaning marami pa siguro dun sa likod, diba? So like, yep. It's gross, but it's so funny to me na since you asked like what's really the most recent, ayan na, we were just laughing so much dun sa mall na siguro people around were like thinking, baliw ba tong dalawang to? Tawang-tawa, like why are they laughing so much ganun? But it was so funny talaga na the moment I turned around and he saw my face, he like just knew na, okay, we're leaving here.
Pero ang tanong, nakita na ba niya? Lumayas na kahit lahat-lahat. Nakita naman.
Oo. Like, he like squinted and like went close to the glass panel thing. So, nakita niya naman, but he didn't see the other bugs. So, yung cockroach lang, I think siguro parang ganun, it's a bit negligible pa, diba? Kasi parang isa lang naman. Maybe it's like,
tama.
bago lang ganun.
Nakakalusot eh.
Oo. So, nung pagkatalikod ko, nakita niya mukha ko, he was like, okay, I get it. Let's just go. Tapos nung pagkakwento ko na may isa pang bug, he was like, ayun na, oh no, oh shit, ganon. with like matching parang meme voice, ganon. And ayun, tawang-tawa kami dalawa the whole time.
I feel na, di ba mayroong recent na usong meme na yung parang si pangalan to, si Star-Lord, tsaka yung Guardians of the Galaxy team. Tapos sisingit si Thor into the view. Parang you tsaka si Beb. Tapos the Pita Jiro. And then bugs. bugs.
Ganon. So, ayun. Umalis na lang.
Kakainis, ang haba ng posisyon. Hindi rin pala natuloy.
Yeah. Kasi I'm super indecisive nga, diba? So I wasn't sure which one to get. Like, ang dami kong like, oh, gusto ko to, gusto ko rin yan. But like, may gantong kasama, so ayoko na lang kasi mas gusto ko na wala yan. But like, it'd be weird to ask for it out, ganon. Tapos, ayun, parang, sige, since you're gonna get the pitag gyros naman, ganon na lang din kukunin ko. Yun lang pala, umalis lang din pala.
Alam mo yun,
So, yeah.
effort ako mag-compromise, larin pala, sana nasunod gusto ko.
Ganun talaga eh. So, ayun.
What's the scariest story you know?
From a book, a movie, a TV
Or
show.
is it something that happened in real life? My name is Andrew.
And I'm Ninya. Join us as we talk all things horror.
The frightening, alarming, real-life tales show.
Out wherever you're listening to right now.
Isang bago-bago lang talaga. 2 days ago.
Thank you, pero Hello.
Sorry na lang po if anyone is eating,
Oo
diba?
nga no? Hindi tayo nag-disclaimer.
Pagkalabas din nito sa sa podcast, kung may kumakain man na nakikinig,
Pasensya na.
I'm so sorry. And if you eat at that place, I'm also so sorry.
Sorry, pero at the same time, wag na dun, ha? Alam nyo na eh.
Yes, be careful kung saan kayo kumakain.
Hey, grabe. Ay, thank you, girls. Ang cute, ang funny. Oh, let's go next to, since we already covered the good vibes, I would like to ask, ano yung, well, I don't want to ask kung ano yung huli nyo pinag-awayan, no? But it's more of, how do you handle conflicts? Let's do Rain. Ikaw naman yung mag-start. Paano pag nagtatalo kayo ni Beb? Paano kayo nagka-come into a resolution?
That's a sad part. Kasi,
Ay!
yeah,
Bakit?
parang, like, diba, kasi some of us, like, we grow in, like, kind of, hindi naman sobrang dysfunctional family, but yung parang no communication within the family, gano'n.
Right.
We both come from families na ganyan. So, we're bad at communicating. Like, from the start, like, even before we got together, like, we already knew na we're both bad at communicating. And even up until now, like, 4 years na, diba? So,
No nga.
dapat may changes na sana, no? But, unfortunately, that's something na parang until now, hindi pa rin na-work on namin sa relationship namin. Ako, for the most part naman, at least for myself, maybe I'm tooting my own horn siguro, no? But I'd like to think na nagbago naman na ako sa side na yan, because lagi ko yung sinasabi sa friends ko, like when I have friends who ask for advice about like not just relationships, like in like friendships, ganon, like in terms of pag may away, ganon, and they're feeling bad, tas hindi nila masasabi, ganon, kasi yun nga, I'm bad at conflicts, like I don't like being the person to like reach out to talk about the conflict, kasi ayoko na magka-issue, ganon, diba? Like, I'd rather just keep it in and leave it at that, na kasi after a few days, a few weeks, makakalimutan ko naman yan, and the friendship is fine. Like, that's how I've done my friendships for like my whole life, up until like I met my boyfriend. Dahil sa kanya, I learned to communicate, basically.
No.
Kasi alam ko na, di ba yun nga, that's important in a relationship, na you can't just, like yung sabi ni Rin kanina, na you can't expect na they will read your mind and alam na nila paano ayusin yung problem. Like, you have to communicate, let them know, and kung di naman nila alam how to fix it, tell them what they can do to help you. Ganon. So, I learned that from my relationship, and that's what I always tell my friends. Unfortunately, ako lang yung nag-learn yan sa relationship namin. Up until now, pag nag-aaway kami, sometimes, depende sa parang level of the fight, like of the argument, ganon. Minsan, naaayos naman agad-agad. Like, he would like reach out, ganon. But there are some times, like, depende sa siguro how bad he was feeling that day din, the topic of the argument, and what, like, how it went down, ganon. Sometimes, parang, nangyayari is like, he just stops communicating with me, and
I
it,
see.
like parang, bale, it's expected na, like, it could be a day or a day or two na hindi kami mag-uusap, and then the next time we talk, parang, wala na, like, swept under the rug na yung issue, ganun. Like, hindi talaga pinag-usapan ganun. Which on my part, gusto kong pag-usapan, but at the same time, I don't wanna like keep pushing it, diba? Kasi parang, ang pangit naman if you bring it back up na naman ganun. But I do know na dapat, like the healthy way to do it, like to deal with it is to really talk about it and then like really resolve it rather than just sweeping it under the rug. But ayun, unfortunately, minsan, that's what happens. While some other times, everything works out fine, ganun. So, bale, it depends on his mood, ganon.
Gets.
I'm more, kasi, I've always been the type of person who easily adjusts naman talaga. Like, I can easily adjust with my friends, ganon. And nadadala din yan sa relationship ko na it's easier for me to adjust to him than him adjusting to me. Kasi parang, yun na nga, like with the way he was raised sa family niya. Ayaw niya yung parang, he is being told what to do. Like, hindi naman drama lang. Like, ayaw niya pagsabihan ng what to do. Kasi yan yung laging ginagawa ng mom niya sa kanya when he was young na. To him, it's like parang, it sounds like noise na lang talaga. Like a pinging noise in his ears and in his head if somebody tells him what to do. And yung parang nagnanag basically. Lalo na from yung sa ex niya. Kasi ganun yung ex niya na he's tired from work. Tapos, pagsisigaw-sigawan siya, ba't daw hindi siya nagre-reply, ganun. Yung mga ganun, diba? Kasi toxic yung ex niya. Oo, sobrang needy yung ex niya. And ayun, parang, I guess, until now, hindi pa rin, like, even though he said na nag-move on na siya sa relationship, which I don't doubt naman, pero yung, the trauma is
The
still
trauma
somewhat
is there.
Like, that's something na he hasn't worked on yet. And I'm hoping na, the longer we're together, he really takes more time to work on it. Kasi ayun, parang nadadala niya sa akin na the moment I kind of like open up about an issue, parang to him, I'm like nagging na agad and I'm like being like his mom or being like his ex na I'm telling him what to do and it's just noise na lang ganun. So, yeah, I'm hoping na ganun. Kasi for me naman, at least I know from my part na I did really like change a lot na I'm more open to conflicts na now na I can like I'm not scared of opening up na you did something and I felt this and I want this to be like addressed and then, fixed or find a resolution for it. Because to me, I'm quite proud of that kasi yun nga, like I think if I never met him and never got into a relationship with someone na, yun nga, parang he doesn't like yung drama ganon na maybe I would have like not like I would have just stayed as myself na I'll just keep things to myself ganon na I won't open up pero for some reason I learned to do that and ayun I'm proud of myself na forever if ever man diba na we don't end up together talaga I can at least bring that into my next relationship
That
or
is
my
true, yes.
and like my whole life then like with my friends ganon na I open up to them na if they did something to hurt me ganon rather than just keeping it in and pretending nothing happened at all.
That is true. Kasi eventually, parang lahat papagbigyan mo, di ba? Na parang, sige, okay na yan, okay na yan, okay na yan. Aabot ka sa point na, dahil kaka-okay mo na yan, hindi mo na-realize na hindi na pala okay. And then by the time na na-realize mo hindi na okay, puno ka na. Which is,
and then you explode, diba?
you explode. Masakit for you. And then unfair dun sa kabilang party na parang, akala ko ba okay? Bakit ngayon ganyan ka? Oo, di ba?
Sometimes, minsan, super little thing na lang na nagawa nila yung like, that's gonna hit you. And like, to them, it's like, they don't understand na, ang liit lang ng bagay, tas ganyan na yung reaction mo. Like, ano bang ginawa ko? But turns out, it's because there's so many things piled up na pala from before, hindi lang na-address. Kasi it's like a you problem na hindi mo sinabi, ganun. So, yeah. Proud ako sa sarili ko na I learned how to do that.
Yeah. And don't beat yourself up na parang nahihirapan ka pa. You're not as well conversed as you wanted to be. Kasi, I mean, parang alayo pa ng danating mo. Nang pupuntahan mo to the kind of person you want to be. But if you look back, you're so far away from the person that you used to be. And I feel si Guy din, si Beb din all the same. Ang naalala ko, ang ginagawa ko sa amin ni Boyfie is, di ba magtatalo? Talo. Tapos, cut. Tapos yung parang, sige, okay na, bati na tayo, pero more or less yung situation hindi na-address. Minsan may ganong chance eh. Pag nag-cool down na, tatanungin ko siya, Do you want to talk about what happened earlier? If he says no, drop. If he says yes, ang una kong tanong agad, how did it make you feel? Na parang did you feel offended? Na-offend ba kita in some way? Did you feel na hindi kita napakinggan? Ganyan. Parang I'll make it about him in a sense na na-hurt ba kita? I'm sorry, I was trying to convey this. And then, more or less naman kasi, well, my experience ha, more or less, pag inuna mo sila, eventually, they'll realize, ay, shit, dapat tinatanong ko rin siya, ikaw ba?
True.
Parang, ikaw ba? Na-hurt ba kita? Sorry na, babe ha? Ganyan. And then, since you already got past the emotions part, kasi ang hirap mag-isip pag na-hurt ka eh. Yung parang nagsorryhan na kayo, pwede nyo na pag-usapan na parang, next time, how do you want to, ayun yung tanong niya palagi sa akin, how would you want me to have handled it? Yung parang ganon. Yung parang, paano, tinatanong niya ako na, if next time manyari ulit, kung ako daw didikta, anong tingin ko na mas okay na paraan para i-handle niya, and then vice versa, parang hindi na maulit. Kasi yun nga yung cause pag napapile up, if it's the same problem over and over again, kasi nga hindi siya na-address. But again, Rain, don't beat yourself up. And what do you call this? That's a big improvement. Like ikaw nga mismo nagsabi, you're so different from the person you are before. And it's part of being in a relationship, di ba, Misha? Na you work things out together, you grow together. Yun eh. Next, let's go to Turin. How do you handle conflicts with your significant other?
Hi po.
Hi.
So minsan, I may sound dry and a little toxic with my words sometimes, but when I started to realize what makes him feel bad, I started to change myself little by little so I can treat him better. So this also happens even until now. I don't want him to be uncomfortable, and that's why couples should talk it out instead of forgetting the problem, kasi hindi maganda yung kinakalimutan nyo na lang tas di nyo na lang pinag-uusapan, di ba? So I had to deal with my boyfriend that we should always talk about the problem and figure out the solution. At first, di ako sanay na walang kausap or may communication. So I got mad at him, pero we decided to understand each other na lang. By that, nasanay ako na hindi dapat maging needy sa time since you also want to give them space. But at the end of the day, lagi kami nag-a-apologize without pointing sino may mali here. Ayun.
Yun nga, you apologize for the words that have been said, for the emotions that have been induced. Parang hindi pa pinag-uusapan yung kung sino yung tama at mali eh. Yung kung paano lang nangyari. How about you, Misha? How do you handle conflicts with your bulalo?
Ang boring ng story ko dito sa side. Since LDR kami, wala pa kaming big fights.
Really?
We started. Pero medyo new pa lang din kasi kami. 1 year and 9 months. So, disagreements, yes, but
how do you handle those?
So, pag meron kaming topics that we are in conflict with, alam na namin yung boundaries namin or limits namin. So,
may limits.
Yes. So, hindi na namin i-push through yung topic na alam namin na we just try to meet halfway all of the time.
Can you explain further the limits? Like, how do you know na, kunyari, ikaw nasa limit ka na or siya nasa limit na yung kausap mo?
Alam kasi namin kung ano yung magpapatik dun sa isa't isa.
Oo nga. Oo.
Kapag, kunwari, ganitong topic, kunwari, so recently, we are discussing about yung gusto ko na kasi mag-quit from the corporate world. But, so, nandun na kami sa topic na yun. And then, gusto kong, I'm thinking of going abroad.
Oh, I see.
So, LDR kami. Tapos gusto ko pang umalis ng bansa,
Oo
di
nga,
ba?
oo nga.
So, syempre, hindi siya nag-agree with my plan, but he's still supportive of that. So, which I truly appreciate naman. Diba? Na kasi, so sinasabi niya na ayaw niya syempre dahil nagtotoo, bago pa lang kami, hindi pa talaga kami nakikita palagi. Tapos, gusto ko pang umalis. So, parang sinisira or dinadash ko na kaagad yung chances na magkasama sana kami sooner.
Oo.
Yeah. So, he's not asking me to stop naman. Ang wish lang niya is that I make plans or I do the decisions na at peace talaga ako. Not because of ito yung sabi ng parents ko that is good for me.
Oo.
Nakikita ko na makakatulong lang or yun yung nakikita kong immediate action at this time. But yun yung pipiliin kong course of action because of peace ako. Yeah. So, pag mga ganong topics, supportive naman kami. Alam naman namin na hindi kami nag-agree talaga at all.
Oo.
We just try to meet halfway.
Oo. Totoo yan. Parang ang heartfelt at ang lalim na parang gusto ko i-commend si Boo na he has your interest at heart. Yun yung priority niya, yung ikaw. Hindi siya. Yung parang kasi sa totoo lang, it more or less means kung saan ka masaya, susuportahan kita, di ba? And I like na he knows the difference between support and want. Kasi for you to support something that someone does, it doesn't mean that you have to like it. Di ba? Support means, I will give you the cheers, the yes, the motivation, but it doesn't mean I have to like it if I don't like it. But kasi yan yung gusto mo, susuportahan kita because yung hindi ko siya gusto at yung pagmamahal ko sa'yo, mas mataas yung pagmamahal ko sa'yo. Yun eh. Ay, I wish you all the best, Misha. I really wish you all the best. You and your boo. And thank you. Thank you, ladies. Before we go, and I wanna bless you all with love sprinkles. Sprinkle. na may your relationships prosper and bloom at I hope it becomes fruitful, whatever the outcome may be. Kasi like sinasabi sa mga friends ko na, don't ever regret a relationship that you had because you will, like Rain, di ba? May natutunan ka with this relationship. You learn to communicate. It helps you become a better person para for the next relationship, madadala mo siya. Kung hindi yun, kung naman natutunan mo doon, plus the last one, madadala mo siya until by the time you meet the person that you will spend the rest of your life with, you're the person that he needs or she needs you to be, di ba? Na parang complete ka na as a person. And then siya, habang nagmi-meet kayo halfway, I feel kasi it's a ladder na parang relationship 1, then relationship 2. I mean, swerte mo naman na, well, I have a high school classmate na first boyfriend, girlfriend nila isa't isa, kinasal lang sila recently. So may mga ganon, congrats, di ba? Pero for the general public like us na hindi pinagpala ng fairy tale relationships, now first at last, relationship 1, relationship 2, until you meet each other, kompleto na kayo. Na lahat ng mistakes na gawa na sa last time para pagdating nyo na dun sa person you're meant to be with, hindi nyo na siya gagawin. And yeah, it's a learning process. And yeah, love sprinkles. And I hope na Rain and Vern, sila na yan. You have the fairy tale stories like yung lagi sinishare sa Disney, sa Pixar, sa Studio Ghibli. Actually, medyo sad sa Studio Ghibli. Never mind, Disney lang. Lahat masaya sa Disney. Misha, I hope siya na yan. And, any last words na lang? Like, say, relationship advice to our girls and guys and theys and theirs na general relationship like advice to those na naka-relationship or yung single or yung looking. What would be your advice to them? Let's start with the millennial.
Millennial talaga tayo.
I'm sure maraming ka advice eh.
Ang advice ko is just keep looking.
Oh wow. Just keep looking. Just keep looking.
Keep looking, diba? Never settle for less.
Totoo
Know
yan.
Know your worth. May times kasi especially na kapag nandoon ka sa feeling na kinikilig,
Oo.
akala mo lahat, maganda yung kulay, lahat
Oo.
sa'yo, positive yung nakikita mo sa kanya, when in reality, hindi mo nakikita yung mga red flags that he or she is showing you already. So, know your value. Never settle for less. Love yourself before you love others. Spread the love.
Yan, spread the love. Gusto ko yan. Love yourself before you love others. Because you are going into a relationship not for someone else to fix you para makompleto ka. You're going into a relationship because you're willing or ready to give a part of yourself to someone else. Kasi alam mo, buo ka na eh. 'Di ba? Willing ka na mag-spread kasi alam mo, within yourself, I love myself. And I love myself so much, I'm willing to love you too. Mwah! Ganon. How about you, Rain? Any last words to our audience?
Ano to eh? Yeah, so, same din na ganun na before you get into a relationship, before be sure na alam mo na that's what you really want. Don't go into it kasi pressured ka or like parang gusto mo lang mag-try kasi everyone else is doing it din ganon, or it sounds really nice in fairy tales or in movies na gusto mo din ma-experience yung ganyan, because when you actually really do it, iba siya eh. Like, it's so different. It's nothing like what other people say. Like, parang tailored talaga yan for you and the other person. And like, so dapat sure ka na yan talaga yung gusto mo. And other than that is, make sure na you already learn about boundaries. Kasi it's super hard to go into a relationship na wala kang boundaries, because this allows the other party to take advantage of you, diba? Kasi lalo na if you're still really young, for the younger generation na who would who are listening to the podcast, like, please be sure na alam niyo talaga yung mga boundaries niyo, kasi compromise is important, pero pag ganun na ikaw na lang lagi nagko-compromise kasi you don't have your boundaries, then wala na. It's not worth it na, kasi parang why are you even in that relationship na ikaw na lang lagi nagko-compromise, na the other person is not even like trying, diba? Like, hindi siya nag-effort to compromise kasi alam naman niya na as long as he requests it from you, kasi nga wala kang boundaries, like gagawin at gagawin mo. Because alam niya na, this person will always compromise for me. Tas naging complacent na siya na, okay, gagawin niya talaga to. It doesn't matter what I do. She or he will forgive me, ganon. Or she or he will do that thing for me.
Yeah.
So, boundaries are super important. Like, guys, please remember that. Guys, girls, I mean, I say guys as a general term. So yeah, please remember talaga na be sure that's what you want, and be sure na alam mo na mga boundaries mo, and when you do, be firm about your boundaries. If your significant other does not respect your boundaries, better to look for someone else.
True.
Kasi hindi worth it na you stay in a relationship and you're just gonna end up hurting each other, ha? Kasi you're not just gonna hurt yourself, you're gonna hurt the other person, because you're gonna be like, oh, why is this person not giving me what I want? Kasi malamang that's not okay for you, but hindi mo kasi, you're not being firm about your boundaries eh. So ayun, you're gonna hurt each other and it's just gonna end up toxic. So just move on, find someone else who will respect your boundaries and respects you.
Totoo yan. That is true. Thank you, Rain. Thank you for talking about boundaries. Yes. you have to learn how to say no. There are times that you really have to say no. And if that person doesn't respect that, then you might have to double check kung ikaw ba talaga yung gusto niya or yung willingness mo kasing umoo palagi. Di ba?
Yes, that's
Yes.
so true talaga.
Thank you, Rain. How about you, Rin? Last but not the least, syempre, any last words for our audience?
So before you get into a relationship, you should be mentally prepared for heartbreaks and problems, syempre. So
Yes.
the advantage of being a girl in love is that we all throw all of our love to the person na gusto talaga natin, and we believe that we are too fortunate to have someone to love. That's just one of the benefits na hindi ko talaga malistan sa sobrang dami. So the disadvantage is that we overly eager to do something for someone in exchange for them to love us more. We accept the bare minimum, which isn't right since it is the least a man can do for us. So don't settle for less for the bare minimum for a man who's willing to give you his best efforts.
Yes,
Yun lang
yes.
po.
Good job, good job. Tama yan rin. And how would you know if yung binibigay ba niya sa'yo ay bare minimum or hindi? Yun nga, you should, kasi from the start, you should be mentally healthy. Kasi physically healthy, mentally. Tama, mentally healthy. Like, ito yung dito po pasok na you should already love yourself. Kasi if you love yourself, you don't need someone else to love you to feel complete. To know na I deserve this, I deserve this. It's a list. I deserve this, this, this. Ay, joke lang, random thing. I deserve I deserve this, 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 this. Ito yung, let's say, yung deal breakers mo. Part of what Rain said na, parang pag sinabi ni Guy na, Rin, pwede bang wag na to? Kasi, hassle siya gawin eh. And I'm like, hindi. Hindi. There is compromise, but there are deal breakers. You don't settle for the bare minimum kasi you give the bare minimum to yourself already eh. Alright. Thank you rin. Thank you so much. Alam mo, I hope our listeners, especially the young ones in love or the ones who are lost in a relationship, learn something from us today, di ba? And to our audience, hi. Thank you for listening and please check out the video version of this episode on Pipe Network's Facebook and YouTube pages. Para naman makita mo ang magandang mukha namin ni Misha. Kasi pinagpapawisan na ako at si Misha nasa labas. If you are watching right now, don't forget to join us during your daily grind on Spotify and all of your favorite podcast channels. And again, if you are listening and watching and you are eating, pasensya na in advance sa kwento ni Rain. This may be a show for girls, but I have a wish for everyone. Stay fun, stay flirty, and feisty. See you on the next episode. My name is Man, and this is Girls Who. Bye-bye!
For more local podcasts, check out more shows from Pilipinas Indie Podcast and Entertainment Network.